Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here at Novora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 85 and the 8th day as a Dragoon for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn. And yesterday we made it a point to continue on with our necessary grinding. And yesterday we went to the dungeon known as the Aurum Vale, one of the toughest and most annoying dungeons in the game through the main storyline. And so now that we've taken care of that, and after having done yet another run of Aurum Vale to get myself up to experience level 48, it's time for us to speak with Alpha Node and get back to the main story. Yeah, we'll have lots of opportunities to take care of some of the other side quests while we're going along, but for now, we're going to focus on resuming with the main story. So, let's speak with Alpha Node and take on his level 44 challenge entitled Reclamation. Alpha Node is ready to return to the Waking Sands. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. And so, it's that simple. We'll meet up with Alpha Node at the Waking Sands, so meet you guys there in a moment. Okay, so we've made it back to the Solar, and where Alpha Node and Sid are standing, so obviously we're not going in, but we'll speak with Alpha Node anyway. Tell me, Edie, does aught strike you here as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Oh, I hope not. Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the Solar. And so with that, we get the experience points just by talking to him, plus choice of gauntlets or dress shoes, none of which are of any use to me considering how strong I currently am, so 2500 gil is mine. And before we can truly claim it, we have to complete the scene. So let's go inside. Wait, what is it, Sid? With one glove off and one glove on. Ida! Who goes there? Now, Ida. He starts turning away to greet a friend. Alpha Node! Edie! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Ida. Oh, you two actually know each other. Well, maybe not necessarily know each other, but she's certainly worse for wear. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... And it's certainly a shock to everyone who sees him. This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. The first I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Ishtola hadn't been here to help me... Ishtola is here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Uldor to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papa Limo and Ophelia weren't among the dead according to the church. Ishtola thinks that they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Yeah, I guess we should have seen that one coming. Gaius will be aware of its existence as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the Primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. none of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the waking sounds in the first place. Word of mouth travels fast, I guess. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, yes, of course! Whatever you need! We can discuss our next move upon Ishtola's return. For now, I say we rest. Well, I guess we can do that. I mean, we have the experience points and the money in tow, it's just a matter of seeing the deal. So as we've dozed off, while Ida's still awake. Sid somehow is sleeping, staining. And as for Edie, he's dozed off too.
Hear.
But then...
Feel. Think.
Does that voice sound familiar? It should. We've heard it a few times before in this game. Yeah, look above you there, Edie. Yeah, a lot of stuff is raining down from the sky. And it's not rain either. Certainly looks like quite the spectacle.
Bringer of light. Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright.
Hey there, Hydaelyn. It's been a while. Good to see you again.
I am Hydaelyn, all made one.
Yeah, we've been introduced to you before. We know who you are.
Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always.
And that's obviously bad.
The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both.
I require no shield because I'm a Dragoon.
Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
And so after that little scene, yeah, it's been quite some time since we crossed paths with Hydaelyn, the giant massive crystal that sent us on our crystal hunting journey. But now... Hey, Y'shtola. Y'shtola! Edie, I see you and Alphanode are safe. And Sid. Yeah, we're all come back together again. That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It's as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Soir guides us all. He will not see us undone so easily, not now when this need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Do tell. Where? Yes, indeed, please. An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum's Sentry. Yeah, that would be new uncharted territory. At least as far as this Let's Play is concerned, but I've already been there before, if for no other reason than the fact to build up my experience levels, which I was able to do, which I will be demonstrating in a moment. Said way of demonstration is that, as of now, I have successfully completed the entire hunting log for the Lancers Guild, and part of it was to travel to Mordona to take on some of the monsters, because some of them that live there are on the Lancers Guild hunting log. And so, having been there and done what having needed to be done, and having completed the entire hunting log, it's pretty much gotten to me to where I currently stand as far as my experience points and level are concerned. But I'll give you guys the formal entrance when we actually have to make our move there, which could be right now. So let's speak with Lady Y'shtola and take on her level 44 challenge entitled Casing the Castrum. Y'shtola wishes to discuss the fate of the prisoners being held at Castrum Sentry.
The rescue of all allies will be no small undertaking, Edie. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security.
Yeah, I would think so. You wouldn't want a prison break on your hands.
If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kerthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid.
I believe I can do that, so I will make my way now to the Observatorium and see you guys there in Kerthus in just a moment, so be right back. Okay, we are back in Kerthus at the Observatorium at the base of it, and before we disembark, I wanted to ask all of you, how do you like my new outfit for my Chocobo? Yes, this is the best armor that you can buy for your Chocobo through the Maelstrom Grand Company. There are other variations of this armor depending on which Grand Company you choose to align yourself with, but this is the one that you get for the Maelstrom. So as you can see, the Chocobo's headgear kind of looks like a giant horn and also gives it the kind of a look of a battering ram. And I really think that's really awesome and cool. So let's disembark from Chocobo because, yeah, let's do that. Let's go ahead and speak with Portelaine, because I noticed he's not actually within the confines of the Observatorium. He's actually going to be elsewhere. Perhaps in this building right here? Yeah, here's our man. Yeah, it's been a while since we've spoken with Portelaine. I think it's been like 3 weeks or something like that. So yeah, let's speak with him again.
Ah, Edie, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company?
Well,
you are an associate of Y'shtola. Oh, but of course, Lord Juimon confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn.
And so, with that taken care of, let's have another cutscene. Yeah, cutscenes aplenty in this episode, I do believe. Lots of story to get through.
Castrum Sentry? What stress have you all in the Imperials?
Oh, when'd you guys get here? You snuck up on me.
They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide would be greatly appreciated. I see, that might explain our scarce repulse. They observe 4 prisoners being led into the castrum, a Hirion woman, an Elizon man, and 2 Lalafels, 1 male, 1 female. It has to be them! It has to be! Milia, Uriange, Papalimo, and Tartaru!
Yeah, how are you able to withstand the cold in this weather in that outfit there, Ida? Your outfit is best meant for the desert.
If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about the more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial ship made an emergency landing here in Kerthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, Rogadan and Lalafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? Erogadin and Lalafel, Master Garland. Neither were Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape.
We must find them, Edie, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they are captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. And Wedge the opposite.
Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapes, by contrast or not, shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scion prisoners in hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portelaine said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. I would agree with that. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this, as he says during the Rock's eyebrow raise. We complete the quest and get the experience points. Awesome. Oh, but we're not done. More cutscene yet to be seen. Continuation, but I do believe that there may be... It may be something else somewhere else. If my memory serves, this additional cutscene will be where I think it is. And I would be right. Yeah, the 4 members of the lead hands of the Garlean Empire are over at Castrum Sentry as we speak. Oh no, wait a minute, that's not Castrum Sentry because of this. Yeah, you'll know why in a moment. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. Yeah, take a knee there, Nero. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Right, Harson, you depart for Castrum Occident at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Valbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if this be your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command to half of our forces to a... Yeah, it's looking like you were saying something. I have give you nothing prefactus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. Yeah, so there goes the... What's his name again from Final Fantasy XII? Damn it, I can never remember. My quarters, 1 hour. Nothing to say, Olivia? But yeah, what's it? Gabranth! It's Gabranth! I keep forgetting that name. No, I keep forgetting it because I play Final Fantasy XII once every year. I mean, how can I not remember that name? And I intend to do a Let's Play of it, probably in 2 years' time. Until I get through a lot of other games that I intend to LP, because considering the length of Final Fantasy XII, it would take a while, so it's something that I would rather save for another year, rather than this year. No, there is another Final Fantasy game that I want to LP before the year is over. But it's not 12, it's a different one. And Portland, make up your mind, sit down, man. We want to take your next challenge. It's level 44, entitled Eyes on the Empire. Lord Portelaine would like to aid you in your search for Biggs and Wedge. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Alapathia's span. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by way of the Mer d'Arcold, situated to the west. A man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Brissette, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction.
I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Thank you very much, Lord Portalaine. We greatly appreciate it. So let's be on our way. Summon Chocobo! And now let's go! Yeah, going back to Zamel Darkhold, but not to take it on again as a side dungeon. We're just simply going there to speak with a representative of Lord Portalaine. On the typical snowy night in Carthus. Because, really, when is it not snowing in Carthus? It would be like a haven for me if it was a real-life place. It really would. Because I love snow. You stand before the Zamel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgard House of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. Oh, not here for entrance, we're just here for introduction. A letter from Lord Portalaine. So you have come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have been seen sighted in the area seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Oran Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Pierre. He should be able to assist you. Alright, so, continuing on. Now we're going back to Oran Vale, another one of the side quest dungeons that we took on. In fact, it was just yesterday we took on that location. So, to the west. We won't worry about the level 47 enemies. They're not my concern. Our main concern is to run up this river, run along the banks, try and figure out why these frog-like enemies are called mud puppies, or lizard-like enemies, or whatever the heck they're supposed to be. Maybe they're like a hybrid of a frog and a lizard. I don't know. But what I do know is that we are closing in on Oran Vale. So let's make our way there right now. Yeah, don't have time to play Snow Wolves. I wish I did, but unfortunately I don't. Alright, making my way over to Oran Vale, the entrance, to be precise, to speak with Pierre. Right, yeah, I gotta stop changing the command list while I'm on my chocobo. I really need to stop doing that. Okay, Pierre. The Imperial airship. I sought approach to land with my entourage. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked and there was an air of consternation about them. Well, let's hope it's not too late to save them. Let's take Pierremont's level 44 challenge entitled Footprints in the Snow. So Pierremont wants to share with you what he knows of the two fugitives. There are prisoners aboard the ship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Galleons who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been here in my absence. Whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to find the prints follow the prints to their owners. Well, let's hope you're right. Because yeah, we see a little red circle on the map and footprints that are attached to them, which tells us that we are going the right way. And yeah, you have to keep interacting with these footprints every single time you come across a set of them. This is how you advance this particular challenge. So we can see the next red circle is just slightly northeast. We can see the little icon there. So we now walk over here to get off set of footprints number 2. And the train will just continue on like this. It's not all that hard. All you really have to do is just follow them, keep an eye on your map, keep an eye out for the red circles, and if need be, fight any feral enemies that may cross your path. Hopefully it won't have to come to that. But yeah, this is the only way you can do it is on foot. You can't... You can summon the chocobo, but you would have to constantly mount and dismount it over and over again every time you get to a new set of footprints. And since that really would be inconvenient, we're just going to go along on foot here. Like the next set of footprints, if they're indicating correctly, are right over here. Yeah, they definitely seem to be getting more closely bunched together. That much we are discovering. But it's certainly taking a long time to assess the footprints themselves. Usually it does not take this long to do an interaction of any sort. Maybe the server's just slow this evening. I don't really know. But it certainly seems strange that it would take this long just to assess one set of footprints and keep on going. But now we have a definitive location. It says search under the bridge. So we will do that. And we can see that little icon that says that it is main story oriented. So who do we find? Well, unsurprisingly, we found little Wedge. Hello, man.
It's so cold. I want to go home.
Hey there, young man. Pull yourself together. I'm here.
Ah, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear.
Oh, come on, Wedge. Turn around. It's only me. Yeah, hey there.
Idiots, you! Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was.
Well, don't worry. I'm here to protect you.
Biggs, he isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away.
Well, at least we found you. It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Music to your ears, Wedge? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? Not yet, there, Sid. I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. Yeah, it always seems that way throughout Final Fantasy lore. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but nothing to show for it. At any rate, we'll know for a fact that Biggs headed west. With both Ida and Ashtola helping out, I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while you keep an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there.
Dare I hope, was that Master Garland you spoke with?
Yes, that's the man.
After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive! I'm feeling better now, Edie. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive.
Yeah, we had the little violin solo there, which I think was very apropos for knowing that someone that you knew a long time ago and you thought was long dead is indeed alive and well, but you have not yet seen him face to face. However, we will soon be changing that fact. Because once we make it to Monument Tower, we should indeed be able to have our little reunion. And we'll not complete this day 85 until that is so. Not just with Sid and Wedge, but with Sid and Biggs, too. Yeah, chase me all you want, mud puppies. I'm not here for you. I'm here for Master Sid Garland, for Biggs, and for Wedge, and that's it. So welcome to Monument Tower at the far western point of Kerthus. And looks like we've found a young lady named Abelie who will be our contact to complete this challenge. Bonjour, Miss Abelie.
Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm?
Well, if you must know.
Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth.
You certainly could use it.
How are you feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need.
Yeah, much appreciated by Wedge, I'm sure.
The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can.
Indeed, that is true. And so, that challenge is completed. We have found Wedge, safe and sound, and brought him here to Monument Tower, but now, obviously, we have to find Biggs. And once the icon goes up above Abelie's head that we can continue, which hopefully will not be too long because I'd like to keep on going with this. I mean, it would seem pretty sad if it takes about 30 seconds to a minute to keep on going. But yeah, I am finding that the server is particularly slow this evening. I mean, or wait a minute, maybe it's not you. No, it's Wedge we have to. Okay. Yeah, for some reason I thought it was going to be a continuation, but no, we speak with Wedge. Alright, so why don't we take on this level 44 challenge entitled Monumental Hopes. Wedge is gravely concerned for his missing companion, as he should be.
I'm fine now, thanks to you, but I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold with Guardians on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Edie, but do you think you could search for Biggs?
Of course.
I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment, but maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something.
Well, let's hope you're right. Yeah, now we go back over to Abelie. Sacre bleu.
Eroge d'un gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion. I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think a moment. I will not raise your hopes unduly, but there's a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gates, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfish sort. Rather than join the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by.
Well, let's hope you're right about that. So, said tower is actually directly in the southwest. We don't have to do any detours or sandy routes. We could just go there. Which we shall not do by Chocobo. As we would always do, typically, under normal circumstances. So yeah, this is not a part of Carthus that is often traveled. Primarily you come here to just do the main quests that are required, and then that's it. You really would have no need to come back here again. Well, looks like we're not the only ones here. But we won't bother with the plasmoids, we will just focus on this task. And I have to admit, that is some pretty sweet Chocobo armor, and I wish I knew how the heck you get it. Here's what we're dealing with. Right, rip into them. Got 3 revenants to deal with. And they all cast Malice, which is not good. Yeah, you can use Silence on me, but it won't do you any good because since I have never needed to use any sort of magic, being a Dragoon, since my attacks are all based on physical ability, that means that such use of an ability would be unnecessary. Oh! Okay, for some reason... Oh, the other one is targeting... Wait a minute, is that really it? Oh! Shot actually assisted us with our quest. Well, I do believe that is worth a storm salute, young lady. Yeah, you definitely earned that one. And so as she continues to fight the Plasmoid, let's be on our way. So off we go. Yeah, an unexpected assist in a quest that I was doing. That is not something you would normally expect an adventurer, a fellow gamer, to help you out in, primarily because such quests are basically tended to by the person who activated them. And typically, you are not able to call upon other adventurers to assist you, but hey, I will take the act of good Samaritanism at any time. Wedge.
Edie, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Guardians away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be?
Well, that we still do not know. Can't use anything here. 2,500 more gil. So let's take Wedge's next challenge. Level 44, entitled Notorious Biggs. Or I guess if you really want it to be pure in pure rap style, Notorious Biggs. Wedge is determined to find Biggs. And we're not going to stop him today until we actually pull it off.
We can't give up, Edie. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold arms we captured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry. Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment.
And I should have said Biggs challenge grow slimmer by the moment. Yeah, that was poor grammar there. As was the last sentence I just said. As was the last sentence that I just said. Yes. Masayanella's Achilles heel is speaking French, and as it turns out, from her most recent videos, also speaking Russian. Yeah, because she didn't know how to pronounce Tsar. She just took a wild guess and she actually got it right, but she had to struggle to pronounce it. When I see her in a couple of weeks at Con Bravo, I've really got to offer my services to help expand her vocabulary. So let's speak with Monsieur Ignace. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he's not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possibly made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Danifan Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Well, at least you're still in one piece, and that's what matters. But yeah, there are a lot of towers. I mean, look how much of a staircase we have here. It's pretty surreal when you think about... And I've always wondered, how back in the day were they able to build, like, staircases using only stones and mortar? I mean, they had nothing else to brace except for the walls. And that's always been a thing I couldn't help but wonder. How did they do it back in the day? How were they able to construct buildings the way they did back in the day with stones and mortar and be able to build stairs and not have the stairs in such a way that, like in a tower where you have that... What? I think you know what I mean, but I'm having difficulty trying to explain it. Keep your eyes on this particular area. In fact, I'll show it off to just demonstrate. Yeah, this particular area with red crystals, yeah, this is a pretty cool looking place, and we'll actually have to come here in the next challenge to increase my abilities as a Dragoon. But for now, we're going to do as instructed and head towards Danifan Pass. And it looks like we're gonna have to breach a perimeter here. So, since it's been a while since I've summoned my Chocobo, let's go ahead and do so. Yeah, because he's getting close to the next experience level. Alright, breach the perimeter. Oh, there's Biggs right here. Oh, and it turns out we... Yeah, can't do it while a companion is summoned. Ah, man. Turns out to be ill-timed. And a waste of a Geisel Green. Alright, try it again. Yeah, I'm exactly 48, so I'm not going to get synced here. Here, I simply perform the necessary practice of having to save a ally in distress. And he's not ready to back down. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Anita and Ishtola are also here. Ah, Edie, it's well that you are here. The situation is grave. And I don't blame Ida for dancing around as much as she is, because considering what she's wearing, she's going to need to stay warm for as long as she possibly can, and not suffer from frostbite or hypothermia in this -10 weather. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me! Yeah, let's go. To arms! Yeah, hey there. He's not alone! Kill them all! Alright, so it's a 4-on-3. Alright, go! Oh, go! Go, damn it! Go, we gotta go, man, we gotta go, go, go! Reinforcements are coming. That's bad news. That is bad news. Why am I not targeting the enemy? Damn you for not having me targeting the enemy. I'm here to protect my allies. That's provoking and more pummeling if you would be so kind. Yeah, from Lady Ishtola. But don't worry, Miss Ida has the situation well in hand. Oh, now it targets me. Oh, but man, this Decurian's taking a while. At least one of the Sagittarius are down. Vanguards, oh that's not good. That's their magic tech armor. Yeah, we can see it right off the edge of the screen there. Alright, we'll have to come back for you. And oh dear me, I better get some healing soon. I better get some healing soon, or else I will die. Ah! Help me, save me, please. Alright, Decurion, back on you. Back on you, because we gotta defeat you. Alright, got my healing. Good. But yeah, now we have not one but two of these crazy Magitech Vanguards to deal with. We got rid of the Decurion. He's out of the picture. Hey, no lock-in! No lock-in! No locking me in to the attack, please. Thank you. Alright, get rid of the Lucarius. Alright. Alright, now the Magitech Vanguards. How many other of them are there? Let's not find out, shall we? Oh, that one's gone. Okay. Alright, this is the last of them. Oh, it's a new Magitech Vanguard. Okay, this will be the boss. In fact, let's get rid of the Archer. Should play it safe. Launch myself. Boom. Dead. Now for the Magitech Vanguard. Keep on going and don't stop. We almost have it. Oh, one more slip out of my view? Not on my watch. And now my watch says that you guys have run out of time, and we win the challenge. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. A bit of a scare there about halfway, but we held on. We held out. My thanks. Another moment, and I would have. Ugh. Ooh, you look wounded.
He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him.
Yes, indeed, we should. Back to Monument Tower.
Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste.
And as for me, whoa.
Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. I love reunions.
And so, as we have our opportunity to let the girls take Biggs back to Monument Tower, I do believe we're going to get ready to return there ourselves. So, back we go! And we're off. Yeah, you're gonna love the scene that we have to do next as part of my Dragoon training at this area where these red crystals are, where this impressive formation of red stone is. It's just something that you really will enjoy. And it definitely is my favorite scene of the game, considering that it is at the backdrop that it is. It's just really surreal. It's just a really amazing geological formation that they created here in the Realm Reborn, and I just love it. In fact, sometimes if I have nothing better to do, I'll just go there, take a seat, and just enjoy the sky, the snow, and sometimes the stars if they come out at night. Right, Wedge. Solo man, how we doing? Hey, Biggs is right here, you know.
I cannot thank you enough, Edie, and the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Yes, well, yes, it's just, I just didn't think I'd ever see him again.
I owe you the lot of my life. I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Edie. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Well, you'll owe me more when you see this. It's not an illusion. Biggs, Wedge, gods, it's good to see the two of you again. Yeah, hug the man.
Chief, it's you! It's really you!
In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh... Yeah, I think the big man's almost gonna cry too. When Alphanode told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint.
It must have been awful. But there's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flames should have seen them coming, right? I've asked myself the same question. That day, when I returned to the cottage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a missing horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this I conclude that the Guardians came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Asians.
Yeah, the guys that the Guardians are aligned with associately, and apparently. Carry on.
We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't rightly say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard of them.
Castrum Sentry. Yeah, we know about that place. We've heard about it being discussed. And, what happened next?
We were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons or maybe only weeks. And then without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us in another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing, and in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history.
A good laugh out there from Sid. If I didn't know any better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel, that would have been Biggs' handiwork, like as not. You were always resourceful on a tight spot, my friend. It was nothing. Edie, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Indeed they do. Alright, you lot. Gall and Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Hurrah! They say. And with that, we complete this quest. And we have united this trio in full. The three amigos are back together again. Sid, Wedge, and Biggs are all back together again. And so, on that happy note, I do believe we will bring this episode to an end because, yeah, we're coming up on over 50 minutes. But hey, it was worth it to bring these three back together again, I do believe. So, yeah, we're going to call it a day right here and now. And so, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will see what Sid wants us to do next, because odds are it will likely make us go into uncharted territory. And we know where that is, having discussed this with Alpha Node. So hopefully this will be something that we'll be able to show off for the first time in this Let's Play. So, until next time everyone, this is Matthew and Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.